Hi everyone, I am creating this intro video to let you know that throughout just a few videos, some of the audio was out of sync with the video, and halfway through my lips don't match what I'm saying. It starts fine, and then halfway through it gets out of sync and then resolves itself and goes back into sync by the last few minutes. So I just wanted to say I am aware of this. It's my first time recording here. I will be checking the Wi-Fi and seeing if I can possibly do something better on my end. I do know Mercury, my ruling planet, is encroaching. It's retrograde. So I do know that that tends to happen with the glitches that I experience. But there's a lot of detailed information in these forecasts. I still think you could enjoy them and get a lot of information because it didn't happen in all of them, and it didn't happen throughout the entire video. So I'm just giving you a heads up, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Gemini, hi, it's Audrey Alison. Thank you for joining me for your December 2016 forecast. I am in the loft and my hair is up. I didn't even realize this. I normally tie it up in a knot in between forecasts for a little bit of a break, but hey, we're gonna go with it. Okay, so I'm using the Alchemical deck by Robert M. Place, my steadfast go-to deck. I'm so happy to be here. I am in the loft. I made it into Jersey City. I'm upstairs in my bedroom. I wanted to show you the rooftop deck behind me, so I'll still be able to do some forecasts outside if the weather is permitting. But it's such a clear, fresh, clean, new vibe in here. No one's ever lived here before. And I have to say, my readings they're always on point, okay? I'm great at what I do. This is a calling. It's not a hobby. But my readings are off the chart as far as the astrology matching with the tarot. I'm so blown away by the process and the interpretation here in this space. So thank you for joining me. Let's start our month because there's a lot going on here as usual. It's not as a tumultuous energy as October and November. But December will experience our Mercury retrograde. And this is the fourth retrograde that we've had, Mercury being your ruling planet. This is important for Gemini and Virgo. But please watch your ascendant. This forecast is for Sun, Ascendant, and Moon. But watch your rising if it's not Gemini, because that's very accurate for transits. So, on the 2nd, we'll start with our personal planet transits. On the 2nd of December, Mercury, your ruling planet, enters the sign of Capricorn. Now this energy, this area of your chart is lit up in December. It's the 8th house of intimacy, of sex, of shared resources, of investments, settlements, inheritance, possibly property. With Mercury here conjunct Pluto in the sign of Capricorn, you have information, details, analysis, all in this 8th house of secrecy and intimacy. So there is the wanting of information, of knowledge from perhaps your sexual partner. There is the communication back and forth in an intimate way with Mercury in the 8th house, very seductive energy. And with Pluto, the planet that naturally governs sex and the 8th house. This is a very, the first thing I thought of is, this is like operating a sex line, a hotline over here with Mercury in the 8th. And I'm getting some great visions and information in these readings. I was singing Marvin Gaye in another forecast. I don't even know what that was about, but I think this 8th house of intimacy is very moody and seductive with Mercury there. So you could be drawing in partners through seduction. Verbal seduction is what this is, and this is one way to interpret it as an astrologer. Again, I'm interpreting planetary energy. It can apply the same way for everyone, but we'll see how it manifests for Gemini and Gemini rising and Gemini moon. Oh, I feel so Jenny on the block with my hair like this. Like the Jersey girl is back. It's like the hoop earrings and the eyeliner. Let's go. The nails. Let's go, East Coast. Okay, On the 7th, Venus enters Aquarius. And again, this is attractive energy in the 9th house of foreign travel or exotic foreign locations. Venus being attraction and love and harmony and balance, entering the 9th house could see you wanting to study higher education, earning a certificate, having the resources, which is also Venus, security and money, to take those courses, to get your degrees. This could also be love in a foreign land, going the distance. And I would recommend doing so prior to the 19th when Mercury retrogrades. On the 13th of December, we have our full moon, and guess what sign that's in? Every December, we have our Gemini full moon at 22 degrees. Not at 22 degrees every December, but this December, it's at 22 degrees of Gemini. Gemini, you are illuminated in December. There is some closure here in Gemini's life, an awareness, a culmination. And this is the first house of self, body, ego, personality. What needs to come to an end for Gemini? Obviously, it's not the same thing for everyone, but you'll know about it mid-month. You'll feel, we're in the year of endings. This is it's a number 9 year in numerology. We are entering a number 1 year, the year of beginnings. So you're making room for a fresh start here with a full moon in your sign 2 weeks out from a fresh start. So it's beautiful. And I love the full moon, the way it looks in December. It's very bright white, as opposed to a lot of the orange and yellow energies we get through fall and autumn. We'll still be in fall technically, but this full moon will be bright. On the 19th, Mars enters the sign of Pisces, and this does wonders for the career sector. This is stamina and energy and passion for the career. And there's a rapid pace to Mars. He's here in the sector for 60 days, conjunct Chiron, the wounded healer, an asteroid. There's a healing element to the career. There's great aspects for promotion when Mars is in this sector. You could be dealing with a lot of men, masculine energy in the career because Mars rules the masculine. There could be watch anger and aggression in the career environment. I feel like your tone could come across harsh in the career with Mars there, so you want to make sure you're even Stevens. You're not coming off too aggressive. But he's there for 60 days. This could easily see a promotion for Gemini. This could instigate a retirement as well if you're around that age and you're considering that. Mars wants you to get things done quickly. And in the 10th house, that could be anything from a title change, status change, promotion, retirement. On the same day, on the 19th, that's when your ruling planet retrogrades. So Mercury retrogrades on the 19th at 15 degrees of Capricorn, back through 28 degrees of Sagittarius, going direct on the 8th of January. So he gets 2 degrees into Sagittarius in the 7th house of marriage, where you could find that you're reviewing an old wound, an old argument or conversation. It doesn't have to be an argument, but that's just what came to me. With the spouse, if you're married, or your business partner, business partnerships in general in that sector. So, first, the review for the first 2.5 weeks is in the 8th house, and that is your intimacies. So, with Mercury entering the 8th house, giving you all of this seductive, communicative energy with an intimate partner, now you're reviewing this as Mercury slows down here and analyzing, reviewing, revising, rewriting the path, just stepping back a little bit, taking your time with this in the 8th house. It is the last minute review. before this year of fresh starts. So allow the process. Some of you are hearing back regarding inheritance that stalled, that you thought wouldn't come through. This is the time to listen. And you could hear, Mercury retrograde, regardless of the sector it falls in, you could hear from people from the past, the communication from long ago. And in the eighth house, it could be shared resources that were put on hold that now you hear from. They come through in the retrograde. You get that phone call, you get that email. And then things can push forward after the 8th of January. Mercury officially clears his shadow around the 20th of January, which is the degree in which he retrograded, 15 degrees of Capricorn. So we'll see how that applies for Gemini. It can't be the same way. These are general forecasts. Now on the 21st, our sun enters Capricorn in this 8th house. And then on the 29th, we have our new moon at 7 degrees of Capricorn in the 8th house. So that means, with Mercury conjunct Pluto, conjunct the sun and the moon, Gemini, new intimacies, new resources, new money, other people's money. What a great way to start the year of 2017 with your new moon just 2 days out of, connection with finance. And this could really start the year fiscally in a strong way for Gemini, Gemini rising, and Gemini moon. Set your intentions around the 29th in the 8th house. Do you want a new intimacy? Do you want new sex? Do you want new investors? How can this apply for you? Make it work. Make it work, Gemini. I've been shuffling the whole time. Oh, I wanted to say a few forecasts I didn't mention this date, and some I did, but on the 26th of December, there is an aspect that is rare, that's very strong, and it's Jupiter in the sign of Libra that trines you, Gemini, which always works for air signs when Jupiter's in an air sign. But Jupiter in Libra is in direct opposition to Uranus in Aries. So Jupiter is expansion and luck and abundance, and then he's opposite the planet of surprise and shock and insight and electricity. So this is a revelation, and a revolution politically, but this is a revelation on the 26th. I wrote that there will be a big surprise the day after Christmas. You know how you wake up on Christmas, and if you celebrate that as well, and happy holidays if you do celebrate Christmas or whatever you're into. It's not just about, Christianity. It's about everyone's belief system. It should be in this melting pot. Although we're seeing a lot of other craziness. But anyway, I'll get off that. The day after Christmas is when you're really going to get a big surprise. And I think globally as well, we will be impacted by this. And this, in my gut, I'm feeling that we're going to see something unprecedented around the 26th of December. And it could relate to our political system here in the States. But this will apply personally. Where do you hold Libra in your natal charts as well as Aries? Please look at your natal charts if you have them, and feel free to book a reading with me. But this is going to be a very big day, and hopefully it's full of that abundance of Jupiter. Usually the shock that comes with Uranus is unsettling at first. It's like, ooh, what's going on here? And then it feels like, oh, okay, this is amazing. This is going to work for me. All right, Gemini, let's look at your cards for December. And if you would like to book with me, I'm at audreyalison.com. You would select your desired reading length via the PayPal button, and I'll get back to you in a day or two with some times for your appointment, and we can set that up. So Jenny, here are your cards for December. 10 of Coins. This is career energy right here. This is Mars in the 10th house. 10th house, 10 of Coins. Focus on earnings, promotion. This is the card of promotion. So you have that for 60 days, effective the 19th of December. Let's see what else comes up. Wow, 10 of Cups, 10 and 10. 10 wins. Hey, wasn't that a show? I think so. 10 of Cups, the highest emotional connection, the internet, the connected still. This is why I like the alchemical deck. This happened in another reading when this card came up. It's a very progressive deck. It doesn't mean some of the traditional. It could. You can interpret it any way you want. But the Rider-Waite-Smith decks, the original kind of interpretations, would be more about the highest love, a high ceremony. But these are very progressive and scientific vibes, these cards. They even have alchemical symbols on them, which I love and have always identified with. So I interpret this as online business, promotion through the internet, if you're doing that for a living, or extreme fulfillment with career promotion. 10 and 10, very high energies. Oh, shoot. Okay, this is Uranus. This is that electric insight, that lightning bolt. What I mentioned. Ooh, the light gets better when I cover certain parts of this camera. I still have to figure out all my lighting here, so bear with me. This is Jupiter opposite Uranus. Insight, revelation, and maybe a changing of that career in that position. Let's see what else comes up. You have 2 more cards. Hi, Gemmy. This is the King of Swords. This is the masculine Gemini male or the strong, authoritative female, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You are your own boss. You might be becoming your own boss. Maybe at home on the internet, online business. Let's see, 1 more card. Oh, wow. The 9 of Coins. These are high numbers, okay? The money tree, abundance, prosperity. 8th house, shared resources. Other people's money, investors, investments. Fruitful earnings from the internet, too. I'm kind of drawn to the internet right now. And although the cups are emotionally intimate and loving cards, I feel like there's only one of them. And there's not any fire in this reading, which is about intimacy as well and physical connection. The 10 of Cups is kind of just in there as a description. And I think that it's describing how fulfilled you could be with your earnings, being your own boss. This is making a decision too, being very discerning and clear of thought, weighing things out and allowing the retrograde to happen and making decisions. King of Swords, deciding. Swords, ruling the mind. What is going to work best for you? This is security. And I love that it's all about your 8th house of resources in December. It's what we started talking about. And you might need to become your own authority, Gemini. It's a great place to be. And, getting out of the corporate life, I know that's, hard for a lot of people to just do, but risk-taking is what Jupiter is about as well, and that's trining Gemini. So you're being filtered in. Prosperity from Jupiter and the leap of faith energy that comes along with Jupiter, risk-taking, so why not? You're the only one in charge of your life. And when you take a leap of faith, trust me, I am living proof that the universe will provide for you. I'm getting emotional. Sorry, sometimes it just floods through me. I'm fine. I'm not a mess. It's just the energy of spirit, I believe. I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to wipe my damn eyeliner off. Gemini, I hope this reading was helpful to you. And I am wishing you a prosperous, beautiful December, happy holidays, and a beautiful month. And thank you for taking your time to watch this channel and for your subscriptions. Have a sweet December, and remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.